Everyone on Cedar Row agreed on one thing. The house at the end of the street had always been there. No one remembered it being built. No one remembered anyone living inside it. But it was just normal. A 2-story house. Pale blue paint, white fence, porch light that turned on every night at exactly 7:40 p.m. People walked past it every day. Kids rode bikes past it. Dogs sniffed its mailbox. Neighbors waved at it like it could wave back. And yet, no one ever knocked. When Evan moved to Cedar Row, the house was the first thing he noticed, not because it looked scary. Because it didn't. It looked perfect. Too perfect. The windows were always clean. The lawn was always trimmed. The porch light never flickered. Even during storms. Evan noticed something else. The house made sounds. Not loud ones. Subtle ones. A creak when no one walked by. A soft knock from inside the walls. Footsteps. Slow, patient. Above the ceiling. His parents told him it was old pipes. Old houses make noise. That explanation worked, until Tuesday. Tuesday night, Evan woke up at 2:13 a.m. No reason. No dream. Just a feeling. The kind that tells you someone is standing nearby. He sat up in bed. His room was dark. But the house across the street was lit. Every window. Bright, warm yellow light. Then Evan heard it. A whisper. Not in his room. Outside. He stepped toward the window and pulled the curtain back. The house's front door was open, and someone was standing on the porch. A child. About Evan's age. Still. Smiling. Looking straight at him. The porch light flicked off. Evan stumbled backward. When he looked again, the porch was empty. The door was closed dark. Like nothing had happened. The next day, Evan asked around. "Does anyone live in that house?" he asked a kid at school. The kid frowned. "What house?" "The blue one at the end of Cedar Row." "Oh," the kid said slowly. "That one." He lowered his voice. "My mom says not to talk about it. If you notice it too much, it notices you back." Evan laughed. But the kid didn't. That afternoon, Evan sat on his front steps, pretending to scroll his phone while watching the house. At 7:40 p.m., the porch light turned on. Exactly on time. A second later, the front door opened. Someone stepped out. A different child this time. A girl. She stood on the porch, staring down the street. Waiting. Evan's phone buzzed. A notification he didn't recognize. "UNKONWN SOST. You shouldn't watch it from that close." Evan's stomach dropped. He looked up. The girl was gone. The door closed. The porch light turned off. That night, Evan couldn't sleep. At 20:13 a.m., the whisper returned. This time, it said his name, not shouted, not threatening. Gentle, like someone practicing. "Evan." The walls creaked. The sound traveled through the house, room to room, like footsteps searching. Then silence. Over the next week, Evan noticed changes on Cedar Row. Small ones. A neighbor forgot where their house key fit. A mailman delivered letters to the wrong homes. A dog sat in front of the blue house for hours, whining, refusing to leave. And every night, a different child stood on the porch. Always smiling. Always watching. Always gone by morning. Evan finally decided to do the thing no one else would. He crossed the street. The air felt colder near the fence. The house smelled lived in. Like dust, soap, and old memories. He stepped onto the porch. The wood was warm under his feet. The door creaked open on its own. Inside, the house looked bigger. Hallways stretched longer than they should. Doors led to rooms filled with toys, backpacks, shoes. All different. All used. On the wall was a row of framed photos. Children. Dozens of them. Some smiling. Some confused. Some terrified. All standing on the porch. Each photo had a name underneath. Dates. They stopped. Evan's name wasn't there. Yet. A voice spoke from behind him. "Do you like it?" Evan turned. The first boy. The one from the night he woke up, stood in the hallway. Up close, his smile was wrong. Too still. "I used to live here," the boy said. "Before it learned." "Learned what?" Evan asked. The boy tilted his head. "How to keep people." The walls shifted. Hallways tightened. Doors slammed shut on their own. The boy stepped closer. "It watches," he said. "It waits. It learns your habits, your name, your face, Evan backed toward the door. "Why kids?" he asked. The boy shrugged. "Because adults noticed too late that the lights flickered." The whisper returned. Closer. Louder. Calling Evan's name again and again. Evan ran. The house seemed to stretch, trying to slow him. Hands pressed through the walls, soft, unfinished shapes. He burst through the front door and fell onto the porch. The door slammed shut behind him. The porch light clicked off. Silence. The next morning, the house looked normal again. Quiet. Empty. But something was different. A new photo hung in the front window. A boy, running, eyes wide with fear. Underneath the glass, etched faintly into the wood, was a name. Not Evan's, someone else's. Evan stopped looking at the house after that. So did everyone else. Because the house doesn't chase, it waits. And on Cedar Row, there's always someone new who notices it for the first time.